Why did no one tell me this secret to perfect homemade bread before? Soft, cheesy, buttery, and so easy. This recipe changed the way I think about baking. And today, I'm sharing it with you. We're making a garlic cheese bread so delicious, you'll want to eat it straight from the oven. So stay with me and don't forget to subscribe. All right, first, pour in 140 milliliters of warm milk, just warm to the touch, not hot. Add 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. It helps feed the yeast and adds that golden crust we all love. Now, crack in 1 egg. And as you do it, think of all the joy this little dough will bring. Mix everything well. You want it smooth and silky. But wait, can I ask you something? From which city or country are you watching my recipes? I absolutely love reading your answers in the comments. Now back to baking. Add 6 grams of dry yeast to that sweet warm milk. Next up, flour. We'll need 300 grams of wheat flour. But wait, don't just dump it in. Sift it through a sieve. It only takes a minute, but it makes the dough soft, like a pillow. It's one of those little tricks that turns regular bread into bakery-style bread. Now add 1 teaspoon of salt. Don't skip it. It's not just for flavor, it balances everything. Give it a mix, and yes, it will be sticky. That's totally normal. Now comes the real richness. 20 grams of butter and 40 grams of cream cheese. If you've never tried cream cheese in bread dough, this is your moment. It makes everything extra soft, tender, and slightly tangy. Time to knead. Hands in. Don't worry if it's messy at first. Just keep folding and pressing. And while we knead, let's chat. Do you usually make dough by hand or use a machine? Write in the comments. I'm always curious how everyone does it in their own kitchen. Now that our dough is smooth and elastic, it's ready to rest. Place it in a clean bowl, cover it, and let it rise in a warm spot for 1 hour. It's like putting the dough down for a little nap, and when it wakes up, it'll be twice the size and full of air. But while it's rising, we're not wasting time. Let's make a dressing that will take this bread from nice to, oh my goodness, what is this? All right, let's make that dreamy garlic butter, the soul of this bread. Start with 70 grams of real butter. If it's soft, even better. Now add 40 grams of ground garlic. Yes, it's a lot, but don't be shy. This is what makes your kitchen smell like an Italian bakery. Then add some chopped parsley, fresh if you have it, dried if not. It gives color and that herby lift. And just a pinch, about 3 grams of sugar. Why sugar? Because it balances the garlic and brings out the buttery sweetness. A tiny touch makes a big difference. Mix it all up. You'll want to spread this on everything once you smell it. And hey, little tip, make extra and freeze it in small portions. It's amazing on toast, pasta, or even grilled veggies. Our garlic butter is ready. Set it aside, but don't taste it yet. Tempting, I know. Let's check on our dough. It's puffed up, soft, and ready for the fun part. Now we roll and shape. Who else gets excited at this stage? Look at that dough. It's soft, bouncy, and smells like it's full of promise. Give it a gentle knead to wake it up, nothing too intense, just a few turns to bring it back to life. Now, take your rolling pin and start rolling it out. Try to make a rectangle, or something vaguely rectangular. We're not here for geometry class. Don't worry if it's not perfect, it's homemade, and that's the charm. By the way, do you use a wooden rolling pin or a marble one? I still use my grandma's old wooden one. It creaks a bit, but I love it. Once rolled, trim the uneven edges with a knife or pizza cutter. Save those scraps. They bake up into little crispy bites you can snack on while you wait. A baker's treat. Now comes the best part. Grab that garlicky, herby butter we made earlier. Spread it over the dough, edge to edge. Don't be stingy. Every bite deserves flavor. And while you're at it, breathe it in. Garlic and butter. Name a better duo. I'll wait. After that, take a generous handful of grated cheese. I'm using mozzarella, but you can use cheddar, Gouda, or even a dairy-free alternative. And if you're watching your calories, well, just close your eyes and pretend it's salad. Go ahead, sprinkle it all over. No bare spots allowed. The cheese is what melts and binds those beautiful layers together later. Now, take a sharp knife and slice the dough into even strips. How many strips? Totally up to you. Thinner ones give more layers, thicker ones are more rustic. This is your bread. Make it how you love it. Start stacking the strips, one on top of the other, like you're building a cheesy, doughy tower. Don't worry if it gets messy, that's part of the fun. And the messier it looks now, the more dramatic the result after baking. If your hands are sticky or buttery, congratulations, you're doing it right. Now, take your cheesy stack and turn it sideways so you can slice it into little squares or rectangles, kind of like thick lasagna sheets made of dough and joy. Then, gently transfer each piece to a baking pan lined with parchment paper. Stack them like books on a shelf, upright and cozy next to each other. They might lean or tilt. That's okay. We're not building IKEA furniture here. The more rustic, the better. And when they bake, they'll puff up and fuse into one gorgeous loaf with pull-apart layers. Once they're all lined up, cover the pan with a clean towel or plastic wrap and let it rest again for 15 minutes. Why rest twice? Because bread is like people. It rises best when it's not rushed. And while we wait, tell me something. What do you usually bake on weekends? Sweet rolls, flatbread, or maybe nothing at all, and this is your first time? Write it in the comments. I love hearing your kitchen stories. Okay, time's up. Our dough had its second little nap, and it looks plump and ready for the oven. Before we bake, give it a golden touch. Brush the tops with egg yolk. Just one yolk is enough to give that bakery-style shine we all love. Use a soft brush, and don't forget the edges. They deserve love too. Now take a deep breath. The hard part is done. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. That's 356 degrees Fahrenheit for my American friends. Bake for 30 minutes. And yes, your kitchen is about to smell like garlic, butter, and happiness.